Hello, book friends. My name is Floss, and this is the Grape Jelly Library, where we love to talk about books. Thank you so much for joining me. I always look forward to your visit. Today, I am going to put out a cautionary tale of warning for you to do as I say, not as I do. It is hot. I had the air on, but I shut it off because I didn't want it to be too noisy in here. And I'll just say this: I'm fanning myself, and it feels lovely. But I had an elementary teacher, I think in second or third grade, that says not to fan yourself. Do you remember when we used to make homemade fans out of ordinary paper? Well, you fold it, you fold it, you fold it, and then it looks something like this. Okay, well, our teacher told us never fan yourself because you're exerting a force, and by doing so, you're using energy, and you're only gonna make yourself hotter in the long run. So you can't win for trying, right? But anyways, this feels good and there's no noise. Okay, so let's talk about some books. Um, Today we are going to talk about all of the books that I am reading currently at the same time. It's not a good thing. It's not a pretty sight, and I do not recommend it. I'm reading one, two, three, four physical books, and let's see here. One, two, three, four, five ebooks. So that's 9 books altogether. Don't do this. Some of them are Audible, some of them are e. But the bottom line is, don't do this. It's very, very dangerous in the sense that it is information overload. My brain wants to explode, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm good for this at least a couple of times during the year. I find myself in this tangled mess of books, and I say to myself, why can't you just read one book at a time? But my brain just says, oh, perhaps you'd like to read that and that and that. And then I find myself in a tangle. So that's currently my position. I am loving some of them. I'm liking some of them, and some of them I'm indifferent, and some of them, like, I just cannot wait for them to be over. So let's start with a book that I thought I was going to like, but I just cannot wait for it to be over. And I don't want to say too much about it because I'm going to be doing a review on it. But shame on me for even saying what I'm about to say. But The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. This is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Even my husband said, that's a nice looking book. And it is. It's gorgeous. There's like nothing about it that's not. And I got a little sidetracked there. I saw praise for Hellbent and praise for Ninth House. Um, oh, these are her other books, and you know what? I think I will pick them up, but this one, yeah, I don't want to say too much about it because I am going to do a book review on that one very, very soon. One of the books that I'm listening to is John Adams. This is a book that I am enjoying. I'm about 50% of the way through it, and I have to say, I am enjoying it. I do enjoy a good history novel every now and again. It's a part of being what I call myself a well rounded reader. All right, now we'll do a physical book, a book that I just started and am absolutely loving so far. Things can change. Writers and Lovers by Lily King. Okay, a couple years ago, I watched a pretty popular booktuber give a review on this, and she absolutely loved it. I'm not going to mention her name because I don't think she's making videos anymore. But she absolutely loved it, and since I put 100% faith in her recommendations, I went ahead and got it, and it sat on my shelf for the longest time. So, in an effort to read what you own and get my challenge, not my challenge, but the challenge I'm participating in, um, complete it. This is a book that I picked. Criminale, I believe he's the one that started this, Ollie from Criminale, the Read What You Own challenge, and I love it. I have to say, of all the challenges, this one is my favorite, and I look forward to it. And you know what? I approach it in a nonchalant way. I have no expectations or I put no pressures. There's not a bounty on my head to get these books read in a certain amount of time. I'll read them when I read them, and I'll, get to them when I get to them, and I'll finish when I finish. And I feel like that's the best approach. But anyways, not too far into this book. I think I'm 22 pages in, and absolutely loving it. Looking forward to reading more of that. I should not do that because the microphone picks up this smack, and although I don't mind it, you might. So my apologies. Okay, now I was I was in the audience of a live. Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads does a live every Monday night with Alan from Big Hard Books and Classics, and whenever I can join in, in the audience, if I can find a seat, I like to, head on over in that direction. And I caught it on a good night. Well, they're all good nights, but I caught it on a particular night where Bad is Rad was reading a book, and she was reading Geek Love, and that book was sent to her from Greg. Or by Greg. And she was reading it and she didn't quite know what to make of it. She was enjoying it, but she didn't know what to make of it. So she had Greg quickly tell me a little synopsis of it. And I was curious, curiosity kills the cat. Meow. I guess I wanted to read it. All right. So I'm working on that one. I am now 8 chapters in. Okay. So, a book that I am literally pages away from completing is Oh Caledonia by Elspeth Barker. And, well, I'm going to do a review on this one too. I'm on page 119 of 188. So, should be finishing this one up tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Another book that I am just inches away from completing is And a Hard Rain Fell by John Ketwig. It is a GI's true story of the war in Vietnam. And I love our soldiers so much, so much. I love babies and animals and our soldiers. They are the 3 things that have a weakness in my heart. And if they experienced it, I can at least, read it and find out what they went through and sympathize and, just praise their bravery and give them all my thanks and gratitude, and all the accolades go to our soldiers. So there's that. So I'm finishing that one up. Now, a book I just started reading about a week ago. I just recently got this book, so I won't be including this in the Read What You Own challenge, but I will be including it in my yearly book goal challenge. Is Fun Home by Alison Bechdel. It's a fly on the wall. That's what this book is. I am the fly. This book is the wall. And I have to say, I'm not minding it. I feel like I'm a nosy neighbor, but I've wanted this book forever, and I finally got it for Mother's Day. And, I was excited to finally get it read. So I did begin this. All right, there's that smacking sound again. So sorry. A buddy read that I am doing with one of my all time favorite booktubers ever, Michael Romeo from Michael Romeo Talks Books. I love Michael Romeo and I love his channel. And, sometimes life takes us in all these different directions and we get so busy with the house and the animals and the work, and then when we want to catch up on our reading and whatnot, and I just wish I just had all the time in the world to go over and visit all of my friends. I do the best that I can to touch base and get to their channels, but Michael Romeo's channel is a channel that's been in the back of my mind for quite a while. I am just anxious to get over there and see what he is up to, because I hold him so dearly in my heart. I think the world of him. And we're doing a buddy read of The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. And spoiler, we're both enjoying it. So stay tuned and be sure to tune in to both of our channels to see what we thought of that book. I think he might have completed it. I really just have pages to go in that one. Tomorrow, I'm off of work, so my intention is to get up about 4:30, 5 o'clock, hop in the shower, get ready, and then do about an hour's worth of cleaning around the house, and then spend the entire day reading. I only have to run one errand. I'm excited. I have a Louis Vuitton purse being delivered to my work. I have it sent there because I'm not always home and you have to sign for it. So, I just have to go down to work really quick and pick it up when it's delivered. And then, other than that, back to the books, hitting the books hard tomorrow. And I am super excited, God willing, to wake up tomorrow and be able to just have a relaxing day. Hopefully, it's sunny and I can just, sit in the backyard with my stack of books and just complete as many of them as I can. I am so looking forward to seeing how many I can complete in the month of May, as we only have 2 more days left. 2 more days of May left, and then it's a done deal. So I'm kind of in a hurry to get these books tucked away nicely, and start June nice and fresh with, well, I'm not going to get some of them, but some of them I'm going to carry into June, and that's just fine. But curate a whole new stack of books for June. Sometimes I'm a little heavy-handed with my um aspirations, and you know I just choose one too many and then I'm not able to complete it. Like, I did choose Misery, but I wasn't able to get to that. And I did want to read another one. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there definitely was another one, a horror one I wanted to get read in May, but not going to happen. But anyways, is that 9 books? Did I miss any? Um, oh, I did miss one. How do you like that? Guess what else I'm reading? Well, Every Little Step by Bobby Brown. I'm getting back into my memoirs. I'm going to try to read at least one memoir a month because I so love my memoirs. And just as life takes us in other directions, so do the books. Sometimes I just don't read the books that I love. I read the books, that I don't know. First come, first serve, monkey see. I don't know. But I typically would generate towards a memoir because I feed off of the energy, um, the power and the strength and the strife and the grief that others have gone through, so that when I'm faced with an uphill climb, I can just like tap into their experience, and it's almost like a friend holding my hand, getting me through that situation. And I think that's one of the reasons why I am such a strong individual, is because I have so much help from all these people who have written books and told their story. So I'm grateful for that. So there you have it. Until we meet again, know that I love you. Be well, be good, be reading, and may all your dreams come true.